Hello everybody, this is Jason Morales, Rough Cut Magic Review. This week I'm going to be reviewing a book. I actually got two versions of it, a bigger and a small version. Mark Wilson's Complete Course in Magic. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm going to give it 5 out of 5 stars because if you're beginning in Magic, it really, it's not, as it says, a complete course, but it's definitely a great foundation, a great resource. Actually, after I do this video, I'm going to do a tutorial on a trick that based off of a card to wallet effect in here. However, I change it up because I don't carry that big, you know, wallet that's like the size of a checkbook. I don't do that, But I'm going to do the effect similar to that. But you go through. This is great illustrations. Great instructions. We're looking at about 501 pages here. 501. Let's see here. Actually, 503 pages. It has a lot of card magic, things to do with specialty cards. It has all your basic sleights, card controls that you're going to need to know. Card definitions and terms, self-working card tricks, tricks with the Hindu shuffle. I like using the Hindu shuffle. There's definitely a couple things I picked up from there that I still do. Like I got the smaller version of this book before, which is the Mark Wilson's Cyclopedia of Magic. However, the complete course has more effects in it, and it's a little easier to read because of the bigger size of the book. However, this isn't bad. This is a good portable read. Has a lot of material in it. It's also suggested 5 stars, but if you have the money, if you had to choose between the two, get the complete course in Magic. Like I was saying, all the basics: the overhand shuffle, forcing a card, double lift, the glide, using double back, double face cards, using a short card. I don't want to get exactly into what that is, but that's kind of a useful thing to do. Some gimmick card, a giant card, your flourishes. Now there's this thing called Gemini cards. I wouldn't really do that. You make these like owned little special cards or like a little genie type of thing on there. Actually, what I meant to say was genie cards, not Gemini cards. But you make this little genie on there. I wouldn't do that unless you were applying that to business cards. If you apply the effects that he has for the genie card section to business cards, then you could definitely do something with that. He has money magic, things to do with bills, coins, the coin matrix, multiplying money, coin, and, location. He covers rope magic, silk and handkerchief magic, some type of impromptu magic, some mental magic. That was a section I'm not too thrilled about, the mental magic, but, it's worth a read. Betchas. Just like little, hey, but you can't do this, blah blah blah, like little type of puzzles. Make it home magic part I don't really care for because that's kind of like you would make these kind of props to make these like illusions, but they're really type of cheesy, like something you would do for like kids or something. And I just think that what you're making is too cheesy. That part I didn't really like, but still it's not going to bring it down for me. SpongeBall magic. These props are not included with the book. Let me get that straight. But it's always good to have at least one SpongeBall routine where they open up their hand. They think they have one ball, and then they have a handful of balls or 2 balls, and your balls are gone. Don't take that in a bad reference there, because you talk about balls and loads and magic. It has a completely different meaning than what other people might think. You also have a billiard ball magic. Something I'm thinking about getting a set of. They're a little bit, so if you get the ones for Magic, they're a little bit smaller than the one you use on a pool table, and you'd have one that's normally gimmicked to make the balls multiply, disappear, and that type of thing. Something I'm thinking about getting. Cups and balls, I know the classic routine fairly well, but I had to learn that from a DVD. But this gives you your basic classic routine. And you can, instead of using cup and balls, you could use, as long as they're a solid color, you could use like a plastic cup and some aluminum foil balls for your cups and balls if you want to do that. You get toward the end, you have some basic magical illusions if you're going to do that for stage illusions. Nothing I would really care for. You know, you got to build these. They seem kind of hokey and outdated to me, but they're still doing hokey and outdated magic illusions right now. Show the 2014 Masters of Illusion show. A lot of the shows on there, to me, a lot of performers on there, they're getting like a 1 minute spot to do their stuff, and they're doing stuff that they did in the original show. I think there was a show in it was the 80s or early 90s, and that was the original show, and they decided to make a new show with somebody else as the host, the guy that played Superman and Lois and Clark, rather. I think it was Dean Cain or whatever his name is. There's a couple performers on there, all right, but I wish it would be a little more breathtaking. Also, toward the end of the book, you have something called reputation makers. You get tricked further from that. A couple different. There was a one like mathematical trick in here that actually I might take the time to learn. It's kind of like a magic square type of thing, but you've made a prediction ahead of time, and you end up with a certain number that you have, and by a process of elimination, they have like numbers 1 through 25. Through some process of elimination and little math, they end up with the same number that you predicted. So I might take time to learn that. This is a great resource also as a future in magic, and after a lot of on top of it explains the effect, tells you how to do it, and then at the conclusion of that, it gives you advanced tips on how to perform it. And so I say some of this is easy magic. Well, I think it ranges from easy to intermediate magic in here, but it falls in that that realm of magic classics. But it's definitely worth something having in your library, and it's definitely a lot cheaper than getting the Tarbell course, because this is just one volume. You can probably find it. I think maybe I paid $25-$30 for this, but you can probably find it cheaper online. I think I got the smaller version. Still good, but the larger one has some more effects in there. But I think I bought this one used for $10 or so. So I would suggest either one of these books. I give them both 5 out of 5 stars. You should check them out. This is Jason Morales for the Rough Cut Magic Review. Also, I'm doing a Patreon campaign. You can go to www.patreon.com if you want to donate. All my material is still free here on YouTube. But any help from anybody would be fine. If not, keep on watching. It doesn't affect me either way. You can follow me on Facebook, Jason Morales at facebook.com. Look up the Jason Morales in Miami. You can also follow me at Twitter at JDogfish. And thank you for watching. Please like, share, or subscribe. And I will see you again shortly. Bye-bye.